We also have the Green Jobs and Fair Labor Market Program, where we train promoting the green skills, green practices in schools, at workplaces, and other ministries. So we promote the skills. For example, minimize use of electricity by putting more windows and more ventilation as opposed to using more electricity. Thank you. Yes.
Okay, we go to the next. Thank you so much. Yes.
You're most welcome. Thank you. We had a relocation of office, so most of our materials are not here with us, but today I'm here to represent the International Labour Organization that has been a long-standing partner, and we work with the government, a main ministry.
You changed the law
translation
translated it
into simple languages.
Simple language.
And this is English with for the local people to be able to understand. Minister, you could pick a copy for yourself, but the important thing is that to make it simplified for understanding, we work with the Federation of Ugandan Employers. They also prepared some guides and had it translated.
Which one is Lusoga?
Into the, apparently not,
Uganda.
Yeah, Uganda seems to be the broader.
Okay.
Yes. So, please speak, feel free. So basically, just a few of the things we do, but we work with all the tripartite partners in Uganda, and our key partner is the Ministry of Gender, Labour and
Thank you for that.
Very good. Thank you.
My name is Napoli. She's called Demarans. We're coming from Often Central Organized Trade Unions. It's a labor movement, and under it we have affiliated trade unions. Among them we have which contain the informal sector workers, and some of our members have come up with particular pieces. Now we're trying to contain bring on board our members and others from the informal sector.
Have you trained them?
Yes.
Do you have a team that is doing this?
Yes.
And are you finding market for them?
Yeah.
Or you just train and you're looking for market?
So she's the team leader for the school, the coaching.
So where is your team? Where are those ones you train?
There are many.
It's all over.
Which places?
But in this place I've not seen them.
Only
Only Ruzira.
many, even in Namatuba, many places.
But so
Even disabled.
in this eastern region you've not yet come to the eastern region.
Maybe where I went, it was in Karamoja. Trained some students.
When do you intend to come to
Where
this
you
place?
We shall come. You invite
Now you
us.
brought the day, you need to bring the
Just
team.
invite us, we shall
Yes.
come.
And how costly that one can be.
Where is your card? You have a card?
Yes, we have.
Ah, okay.
All right, thanks so much. Remember to do that. Mayuge. So they start from here and expand.
You're most welcome. This is the team for the Federation of Ugandan Employers. That's the organization that represents employers in this country. We also conscious of the absence of presence of child labor in this country, and we have been able to participate by developing flyers to keep the move against child labor alive. This is our magazine, and this is what we have developed as a policy guide for employers, so that when they are recruiting, they are able to identify child labor so that we prevent it. And also when we are signing contracts with our supplier, where it is mostly perpetrated, we are able to tie them in the contract so that they are compliant.
Where do you report? What do you short for?
We report to the Minister of Labour, to your Ministry, Honorable. Yeah. And we're glad to welcome you to our ministry.
Thank you.
Be able to work hand in hand.
Thank you very much. So on, where do we stand? We stand this side, we come here. Okay, Bana, Minister Buishu, the Prime Minister, Adam Kurwano.
You're welcome.
Okay.
The children will go first.
My name is Nancy Sarah from Peterson Memorial Primary School. Madam Minister, we drew these photos to explain the situations we go through in our village or in our communities. Madam Minister, we have washing bay in our villages. Madam Minister, for us, our parents, instead of sending us to school, they send us here so that we can work and get money, so that we can get food to eat at our home. Madam Minister, These are street. Madam Deputy Prime Minister. Street vending.
Have you gone to school?
Yes.
So you stopped the school?
No.
You are going to school.
Yes.
So showing me what others
Do.
Yes.
And me also, the one talking to you, I experienced.
Selling maize,
Yes.
sell peanuts.
Yes. Monday. Yes.
Okay.
Even others come with them in classes, Madam Minister.
Them somewhere.
Yes.
When it is when it is break
Time,
time, you can't sell.
Yes.
Thank you.
Who else here?
So here is a consortium of
We are here today. We are informing our parents they should stop exploiting the children like you, taking you through such hazardous work which is not meant to be for you. In fact, when your parents tell you to go and sell maize, tell your mom or your guardian that I'm not supposed to sell maize, I'm not supposed to sell peanuts, I'm supposed to go and revise, I'm supposed to go to class or to do work which is not for big people.
Madam Minister, some of our parents cannot hear words because we are young. If we tell them, they can tell us that even your young children, what are you telling me? Are you the one who eggs this home?
If you don't go, you will not eat.
Yes.
So we are here to talk to them. Thank you.
and here we have a consortium that is Lutheran World Federation and AWAD we are implementing in Mayuge, and some of the key successes we have made with Mayuge, we have supported the district to enact a bylaw for one of the sub-counties that is geared towards the banning of child labor, and as I speak it is already functional and working. I request my colleague to speak about the referral pathway.
Thank you. We also, like the child has been expressing herself, we are trying to empower the children to understand the child protection, the reporting referral pathway. So this is part of the intervention we have also given the children. We have empowered them to know when such cases happen, how do they report? So we have done this. The children now know the reporting structure, and we have supported this for the entire Mayuge district in the 16 sub-counties. And this is helping the children. We see children empowered. We see children reporting these cases. And to us, that is a plus on our side on the issues of protection. Thank you.
Others are here. You want to move us chicken on the roadside?
Children? No. Part of the economic empowerment is a family. Intervene on the issues of child labor.
Very good. Okay, tuengelee katono.
kubalemesa abaana okusoma abatwala mu bigaali bankubandize kibiina kino kyankulupinga kyatandika okuwandiisa nawandiisa abaana abali mu mbeera ezo bakitaayo abaana abo batandika okuyiga abawaati baija ku masomero basooka bakulupinga ife batuleetera abadde emesa twakola amaliyiro ag'emmere ageibwa gavaawo
olwaleero oli wano kwogera n'abazaire bayino
n'abazaire banange n'enkoko zino era bazituwa
n'omulimu gwe mubadde mulikola
era gwe ndikola era mpoga tuli bulungi.
I thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for empowering me.
Here?
Yes, here is the welcome Minister. This is Initiative for Social and Economic Rights. We are partners with the Ministry of Gender and the Government of Uganda in fighting child labor and social and economic, promoting social and economic rights for all. We do a lot of research, and here with us here on the table we have a lot of research projects spanning education, social protection and social empowerment. We have child labor. We have been intervening in issues of child labor, both at the local level. We operate in 3 districts of Busoga, Bugiri, Bugweri, And
Busoga is not a district.
no, the region of Busoga.
Okay.
Yeah, we directly implement in those.
Mayuge is not there.
Mayuge benefits from the.
No. Count the districts.
We have Bugweri, Bujiri, Namayingo, and then the greater Busoga region. Now I can explain.
Okay.
Yeah, we have interventions that target the community, where we work with the communities themselves through what we call community advocates. They speak for their people. We have about 140 of them around. And then we have media presence, where we call upon the different leaders from across the districts to come and speak about child labor, how do we eliminate child labor. We have trained school management committees, because we believe that children are supposed to be in school, not in the shambas. So if the schools can take up the responsibilities and ensure that the children are at school, then they will not be out in the community. So with us here is a lot of the work we do, and we believe that together, as we have been working with the Ministry of Gender and the entire government, we shall improve. So today we also have some knowledge products inside there for you, Minister.
You don't have, thank you so much. Now, when we were here, what is mine? Now, when we are in cabinet, yes, I wanted this event to be in Bugishu. Yes. We don't have issues, but she will afford us, and put it in Mayuge. And in Mayuge it is not there.
Yes.
You're only telling us the neighbors of Namayingo and others. Please, don't argue. We want the next quarter here report at her district. Yes. You've established the focal point here.
Absolutely.
Why should we need to be here? This is you guys are not there. Okay, but thank you very much. So, anything here? All right. Okay. So we go back.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I used to come here obviously. Good night. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, stand up and welcome our chief guest, the Right Honorable Lukia Isanga, the third Deputy Prime Minister and Minister without portfolio. Tusangaire okubona mama. Tusangaire okubona ate mwana wawano. Ate mutyame wawano. Bana. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to, we're going to remain standing, and at this point in time, we are going to have sing our anthem. The person in the public radio system, please, we start with the East African anthem, the Uganda anthem, and the Busoga anthem. Oh, let us start with Uganda, East Africa, and then the Busoga anthem. Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Minister.
Katuje mu kusaba kwaife.
Katonda ife omulungi weebala olunaku lwaleero omusengwa lwe tuli wano nga tuyidukira ebituntu z'abaana n'okunigirizibwa ate era n'okusosola. Oli mukulu oli munene, tukwebaza lata olwayina ife atuuse wano omugeni omukulu, weebala okumutambuza yona yona y'omutwaire. Katonda ife n'abagenyi bonna abayiti wano olunaku olwaleero, niwe Katonda ow'abalina omubiri n'omusaayi. Yemerera mu lunaku luno omusengwa byonna byonna bye tuli kujja okuwulira. Katonda waife byongera okutuyamba ng'abazaire ate ng'abaweereza abo. Tugemere walala musengwa n'abakulembeze nga tulwanisa okozesa abaana abakaali okwetuuka ate nga tubasabira ate nga tubalengeza ebikulu n'ebinene ebiri emberi eyo. Musengwa kireetera abaana okulinda nga bakaali bato, kireetera abaana Katonda ife okulemererwa okumalako okusoma kubanga nga bali kubona bali kudaagadaaga ezirayitaala lye bali kulengera mu maiso. Era omusuba abasumba ekiseera kye tunaamala wano leka kibe kya muwendo mungi mu maiso go. Mwoyo Yesu Kristo omwana wa Katonda omulamu tusabiire.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, you can have your seats. Okay. Our chief guest, the Right Honorable Lukia Isanga Nakadama, the third Deputy Prime Minister and Minister without portfolio, you're most welcome. The Right Honorable, we are here on this day, on this occasion, to commemorate the World Day Against Child Labor. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. The Honorable Minister of State for Gender, Labour and Social Development, in charge of Employment and Industrial Relations, Honorable Simon Mulongo. Honorable Minister, you're most welcome. Honorable Members of Parliament that have joined us on this occasion, I don't know if Honorable Mpata Saleh has joined us. If you are with us, please, or Honorable Enkolo Alkan from Bunya East, not yet here. In the absentia, the Resident District Commissioner Haj Walugembe Ramadan, thank you so much for joining us. The Permanent Secretary, Minister of Gender, Labour and Social Development, the Vice District Chairperson of Mayuge District, who is also with us. You are most welcome. If you are here, please just, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us. The Chief Executive Officer of Mayuge District, who has been represented by the Principal Assistant Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Chamusana Ali. Mr. Chamusana Ali, our dear guest, representing the Commissioners of Government, Commissioner Eve Katushabe, is with us, Commissioner of OSH, the Minister of Gender, Labour and Social Development, Assistant Commissioner Mr. Apollo Onzuma, and the Minister of Gender, Labour and Social Development, the District Police Commander, Mayuge District. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. The District Prisons Commander, Mayuge District. Thank you so much for joining us, Superintendent Catherine Okware. The development partners present, that is the International Labour Organization, ILO, that is with us, and others that could have joined in. The technical officers from the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development, and from the Mayuge District Local Government and Kampala Capital City Authority that are amidst us. Thank you so much for joining us. The social partners, Federation of Uganda Employers that have also joined us, please wave to our chief guests just to know that you are present. The national representative of from the National Organization for Trade Unions in Uganda, please, thank you so much for joining us. Central Organization for Free Trade Unions in Uganda, thank you so much for joining us. COF2, you're most welcome. The traditional leaders amongst us that have joined us, if there is any, please wave to our dear chief guests, traditional leaders. Okay. If the religious leaders that have joined us today, she already waved to us because also she led us before in prayer. Our dear children that are with us, the children, please wave. Children. Abana. Yes, dear. The parents that have also joined us. Parents. Yes.
Mama.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are most welcome to this commemoration of the World Day Against Child Labor. This year's theme is accelerating action to end child labor, dignity and full potential of every child. The right Honorable Lukia Isanga, our dear Third Deputy Prime Minister and Minister without portfolio, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. At this point in time, I'm going to hand over this microphone to my co-MC, but before I do that, our dear chief guest, my name is Buite Lydia, the lead master of ceremonies for today. You're most welcome.
Tusanga mama nze Kasada Eriki nga nze ne fakasi wa Buganda Town Council nga health inspector aye kulwa leero bampaire obwako MC. Tusanga ino mu kiseera kino ndakwiramu ku obugambo butono ko MC bwali kwogeranga ali kwanduliranga mama waife right honorable Lukia Isanga Nakadama aye mwanduliranga abebitibwa ab'endawulo abali wano aye nga bansambo tindala okuva Kampala ministries ed'endawulo, Kampala Capital City Authority, ebitongole eby'endawulo especially ebiri mu kulwanirira idembe ly'abaana nkani n'emirimu mu Uganda. So bakagwa baife babandulire district leaders n'okuli ba political leaders abakulirwa vice chairperson LC5 mama era nga executive ye yona yona eriwo and many councillors. Abakulembeze ba technical staffs ku district level bali wano nga kuliku bakulirwa bwana Kao nkani achikirire bwana Kao Mr. Ali Kyamusana n'abakozi be nga n'okuli DEO aliwo mama wubira ku omugeni omukulu n'okuli DCDO nkani atwala eby'abaana mu district. Kulina ba town clerks ab'endawulo ba sub county chiefs nga n'omuli Bugade town council oyo natukyaziza aya atema abamu ne mukwano gwe ba town clerk wa Magamaga town council. ni sub-county chief wa Kiteerera sub-county aliwo yena talutumire mwana banange tusangaire political leaders mayor w'ekibuga kino Bugatti Town Council baba dawubira ku mukaire waife akutegeereko oliwo ali awo isuukangaku then executive ye eriwo yona yona ni ba councillors right honorable councillors Bugatti Town Council tulina chairperson LC Philip Kiteerera sub-county n'abamu ku ba councillors be tusangaire ba head teachers ab'endawulo tulina host Bugade Primary School Misagubi oyo natukyaziza ni ba head teachers ab'endawulo bali bano musobola okuubira ku maama tulina abanamadini babogeireku n'ab'ebyobuwangwa n'enono tusangaire abazaire baliwo abazaire mwena muwubire ku mukaire waife era mwiremu muwube mu ngeri ero y'ekisoga yene then n'abaana baife boona baliwo oba bakiikirira abaana mwena muwubire ku mukaire waife maama ife tuli kukoba nti bw'oba oli Bugade wulira eidembe ekyalo kitebenkevu ni security osi waife aliwo yena ni DPC osi prison bona will recognize your presence Bagisos Bugatti Town Council Mr. Kalagala and the senior Giso Mr. Oswa tusangaire ino abo batebenkeize ekyalo kino mwebale kuida mwebalire irala.
Thank you so much. Now that we know who is here, allow us to invite our LC1 chairperson of where we are today to come and welcome us in this place.
Chairman LC1 owekyalo kino idosangaze abageni mu kyalo kyo oba mukiikirire. Chairman Azirawo. Hey.
Nene sano kuno kuwa lero otunama bongo abanzerino olw'okukyaza abakolowo mu kitundu kyange kino ekya Bugade nenda okutuuka okusooka okwaniriza baganda bange mwena wabire kuliya kwa Bugade okwidda okweyimbalala nize oba niife ku mukalo guno gw'olunaku lwa leero. Maama abana bakuweekeireku nize mutawanewo Kapere Ibrahim ali mu kakiiko ka LC1 akamukulu wange era mukama wange Isa Kabaale atali balala niiwe olw'ebizibu ebiteebereka bw'abanze muganda we sawe nalidinda ava kumukubako esimu nti balikubimutwala Musoweto bamutwalako Ekigere kale tali balala niiwe mwoyo aye aliwo kuba nze ndiwo. Baganda bange olunaku lwaleero tiwange lwakwogera bino lwengenda okwogera ebirungi ndibeeta oti mwega wano olunaku luno oli kubeneyo omukono guli mulala ogundeeseye muli mu maaso gaime twigulawo nakugana maama ategeere nga tuliwo LCA eya Bugade banange abakolowo abaliwo walekere ku maama nsagala kwebona era ndikulangirira nti olukiiko n'omukolo guno ngwigwirewo nga ndemerere mu kooti ya Isa Kabaale chairman LC1 Bugade nsigale nga nize Kapere Ibrahim ku kakiiko nga ndi wa byansenza omukama abe nimwe.
Tusangaire chairman LC1 wairo tusangaziza era tweyanziza ino olw'obugambo obwo obutwigulirawo olukiiko luno. Mukiseera n'ekirala twida kusenvula ku olwakaire nga next on the agenda we call upon Bwana Kao Mayuge District of Government to come and give your remarks. Thank you so much. Asante.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm by the names Chamsana Ali Nabong. I'm the Principal Assistant Chief Administrative Officer, and I'm here to represent Mr. Batamze Abdu, the District Chief Administrative Officer for Mayuge District Law Government. So I'm here to deliver his message. I want to stand on the established protocol that has been made by our MC, and equally I want to recognize and appreciate the coming of our chief guest, the Right Honorable Prime Minister and the State Minister for Gender, Labour and Social Development to this event. Dear Chief Guest, distinguished guests, development partners, district leaders, parents, teachers, and the community members, ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to join you today as we commemorate the World Day Against Child Labour under the theme Red Card to Child Labour, Fair Play for Children, Decent Work for Adults. On behalf of Mayuge District Government, I warmly welcome our chief guest and all participants who have gathered to champion the rights and welfare of our children. Today we send a clear message that child labor is unacceptable. Every child deserves the opportunity to learn, to play, grow and achieve their dreams. Children born in schools and safe environments, not workplaces that expose them to exploitation and deny them their childhood. The fight against child labor is not the responsibility of government alone. It requires the collective efforts of parents, community leaders, employers, teachers, religious leaders, and all stakeholders. When adults have access to decent work and fair incomes, children are less likely to be pushed into labor. As Mayuge District Law Government, we remain committed to strengthening child protection systems, promoting child attendance, and working with partners to address the root causes of child labor. I therefore call upon all of us gathered here to become ambassadors for children's rights. Let us raise awareness in our communities, report cases for child labor, and support initiatives that keep children in schools. As we commemorate this important day, let us all show a red card to child labor and commit ourselves to creating a brighter future where every child enjoys their rights and every adult has access to decent work. I thank our chief guest for gracing this occasion and all stakeholders for their continued support in protecting the children of Mayuge District. Ladies and gentlemen, I've said all that on behalf of Mr. Batamze Abdu, for God and my country.
Thank you so much. First and foremost, let us appreciate, let us give him, hand clap. Thank you so much, Carl, for those very insightful remarks. And our dear chief guest, the children here have something for you to ponder about. And as I speak, I want to invite Bugade Primary School, where we are. Yes, the host school that is hosting us today. They have something for you. They specifically said, We will not perform until Mama is here. I think this is for us, all of us, but particularly you, to ponder on. Please, Nigad.
Banange tusobola okubiranga ku abaana mu ngalo nga baidde okusanusa muno okusanusa ku mukaire waife ate nga nibaka abakyaza nabatukyaziza mu kifo kino kyetulimu. So
ensonga dino y'omwoyo abatakaka bamukungaine abatakaka bamutengao olwaleero nina obusunguze erimu abazaire b'empitu omulemesa abaana okusoma abataka mumpulirize olwaleero omulembe gwakyuka ensene egondera basoma baana mubaleke bajja ku ssomero aye bana oyagana omwana aye nga biseera byakusoma omubita gwali mutiba lyatawula ng'asimba mutere omubita gwali mutiba lyatawula ng'asimba mutere abazaire mwadulabo saba gavumenti tuyambeku abazaire mwadulabo saba gavumenti tuyambeku poliisi ebagondamu obwala poliisi ebagondamu obwala eti paka mwitido eti paka mwitido mungane bakutudise mbulo omudoko olibana ndikwira n'ebindi mungane bakutudise mbulo omudoko olibana ndikwira n'ebindi
ensonga mumale paye ensonga dino myomoyo ibano ensonga dino myomoyo cheye batoko kwa ensonga mumale paye ensonga dino myomoyo kandira kukuweli kadengwe mukotesa abantu batukana okusinga obuzabuza abaana okwenda okuyita twitedeibwe abaana balina okusomana batwala mubikado ayenena mwisegere teiwanga mulize inyuma ayenena mwisegere teiwanga mulize inyuma omwana eyansana obusawo eidowana eidanda babantu omwana eyansana obusawo eidowana eidanda babantu okenasa omutwala mubikado awo Uganda enakuleta abazaire kabamumpulire mwigirize mundu waidembe muzimbe twitadeise abazaire ina omutaka kubana mazima musana wabikolimo abazaire ina omutaka kubana mazima musana wabikolimo koba abazaire batenda asomesa genda mupenga mu buzumba koba abazaire batenda asomesa genda mupenga mu buzumba imwe kwa ensonga mumale paye ensonga dini myomoyo ibana ensonga dini myomoyo uchaye abataka kwa ensonga mumale paye ensonga dini myomoyo olwaduzi nakuwolera olutalo wakati omwana n'omuzaire olwaduzi nakuwolera olutalo wakati omwana n'omuzaire ng'omuzaire alikoma omwana nenota amwolekera okusoma ng'omuzaire alikoma omwana nenota amwolekera okusoma olwokuba azenziyo sente nenakuwa ng'otwale ku ssomero olwokuba azenziyo sente nenakuwa ng'otwale ku ssomero banabazaire tuzibuka amaiso nene tuzimbe gavumenti eno kubanga ensonga y'okusoma gavumenti eno yataako omukono kubanga ensonga y'okusoma gavumenti eno yataamu omukono yatuwa amasomero nga gano aga UP abaana basome yatuwa amasomero nga gano aga UP abaana basome banabazaire muleeta abaana mu UP abaana basome banabazaire muleeta abaana mu UP abaana basome gavumenti yatuwa omukisa bana gavumenti yatuwa omukisa bana wabula nze ekisinga omunsansa tinimusokondale batuukayo wabula nze ekisinga omunsansa tinimusokondale batuukayo batuwa siidi sikuuluzi abaana tuneze emisomo batuwa siidi sikuuluzi abaana tuneze emisomo abanayuganda banatusingaku pulezidenti ow'eiwanga lino abanayuganda banatusingaku pulezidenti ow'eiwanga lino Yoweri Kaguta Museveni olw'emirimu emirungi gy'akoze Yoweri Kaguta Museveni olw'emirimu emirungi gy'akoze awaani kabineti ye webatambanyi bateekesa eiwanga awaani kabineti ye webatambanyi bateekesa eiwanga omutonzi abongera enkabi omutonzi abongera enkabi
Uchaira uchaira batoko kwa ensonga mungale paye ensonga dini myomoyo. Ibara ensonga dini myomoyo uchaira uchaira batoko kwa ensonga mungale paye ensonga dini myomoyo. Mungale tena batime na go mufudu mko. Mungale tena batime na go mufudu mko. Owego majisura go munolo mwani na zempulire. Owego majisura go munolo mwani na zempulire.
Bananga obugalo bw'abaana b'ebugadde. Abaana b'ebugadde kyemutukoze. Enkoko kiyakola ki? Banange mwebale ino mwebalire irala omulimu ogwo. Nze mpulire mu kirala. Abazaire abali wano omwana kasaba mu isomero tajaba na biseera biweeraga mu mikado oba mu mutyere oba mu itosi. So mwebale ino mwebalire irala olwakaire. Next on stage I take the pleasure to invite the following categories of people, representatives from the social statement from social partners, and we are starting with the FUE. Please come on stage and give your statement. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. Right Honorable Rukia Isinga Nakadama, third Deputy Prime Minister of Uganda and Minister without portfolio, Honorable Minister of State for Labour, Employment and Industrial Relations, Honorable Simon Mulongo, representative of the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Gender, Labour and Social Development, honorable members of Parliament present, esteemed commissioners and government officials, Assistant Commissioner, Minister of Gender, Labour and Social Development, Apollo Ozoma, distinguished representatives of the International Labour Organization, led by Madame Jackie Banya, Country Director Henabel, leaders of civil society organizations, employers, trade unions, respected local, cultural and religious leaders, our dear children, members of the press, security personnel, ladies and gentlemen. It is a profound privilege to stand before you today as we mark the World Day Against Child Labour commemoration. This global commemoration brings us together around one vital shared commitment, protecting the rights, the dignity and the future of our children. Right Honourable Minister, allow me to take this opportunity on behalf of the Federation of Ghana Employers and on my own behalf to congratulate you upon your recent reappointment as the third Deputy Prime Minister of Uganda and Minister without portfolio. Thank you so much. We truly appreciate the unwavering support by Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development that they have been extending to the Federation of Ghana Employers. I also salute the government of Uganda for its progressive laws safeguarding our children, as well as the International Labour Organization for their constant financial and technical support in this fight to eliminate child labor. Federation of Ghana Employers was established in 1958 and stands as the premier voice of employers in Uganda, and today we represent 700 corporate members and 28 sectoral associations. At our core, we promote best human resource practices, ensure legal compliance, and champion social justice. Right at the heart of the mandate is the elimination of child labor. We have been in this fight since 1999 alongside the ILO, working to create workplaces and communities completely free from child exploitation. But we must be honest about the scale of challenge before us. The numbers are sobering, and according to UBA's National Labour Force Survey 2019-2020, child labour in Uganda doubled from 2 million to 4 million children aged 5 to 17, and by 2021 the number surged to 6.2 million, meaning 40% of our children in that age bracket were trapped in work. And even COVID-19 pandemic made a bad situation worse. And particularly in rural areas, we had 42.3% of the children facing child labor, compared to 31.8% in urban centers. And looking at the global picture, the ILO and UNICEF report indicate that 138 million children are involved in child labor worldwide. 59 million children who are girls and 78 million boys, with 87 million children affected in sub-Saharan Africa, and 54 million are engaged in hazardous work. This year's theme, Accelerating Action to End Child Labor, Dignity and Full Potential of Every Child, is both a reminder of how far we have come and a loud call to speed up our efforts. The Durban call to action gives us a clear roadmap. We must secure decent work for adults, end child labor in agriculture, guarantee quality education for all, expand social protection, and strengthen international cooperation. At FUE, we are incredibly proud of our hands-on contributions, particularly through the International Labour Organization's Axel Africa project. And let me share a few key milestones from the first phase of this initiative. Partnership and real dialogue. We build stronger partnership with major industry players like McLeod Ratio Uganda Limited, covering the 60 estates, and Buso Cooperative Union, which represents over 300 coffee cooperatives. We signed memoranda of understanding with them in Feb 2021 to cement our shared resolve. Massive awareness. We rolled out extensive TV and radio campaigns that reached over 15 million people. Advocacy and knowledge sharing. We distributed information, education, and communication materials. We conducted comprehensive survey in tea and coffee supply chains, revealing 53% of children actually work alongside their parents. We engaged 60 heads of departments from tea and coffee enterprises, and developed employers guide and a multinational enterprise tool to make compliance easier. We renewed policies of 100 member companies to ensure compliance. Through our annual Employer of the Year award survey, we conducted and celebrated great work being done by companies like Renzori Commodities, Holam Uganda, Chagulanyi Coffee, and this helps us share knowledge and inspire our companies to step up. As employers, we have both moral and legal obligation to act. Federation of Ghana Employers calls on all the employers to enforce workplace policies, put down clear policies that strictly ban child labor in their businesses, support vulnerable children through their corporate social responsibility programs to provide school materials and bursaries to children, monitor supply chains, including small farmers and outgrowers, to eliminate child labor, and also roll out child labor due diligence training to everyone so that everyone is held accountable. Honorable Minister, ladies and gentlemen, winning this fight requires all of us. It takes social justice, fair access to education, solid social protection, and real honest dialogue. If we enforce our laws, keep public awareness high, and invest in research and strong partnerships, we can create a Uganda where every single child is free to learn, grow, and thrive. I thank you all for listening to me, and may God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please let us, add another round of applause. Thank you so much for those recommendations. At this point in time, our dear chief guest, please allow me to invite another social partner, and that is from the workers' representative, who is going to make a statement. And I'm going to request as we come, please, we have 3 minutes within which to deliver that statement, because we are, and I am, time-backed.
The third Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Minister of State, Labor, Employment and Industrial Relations, members of Parliament present here, and other dignitaries around, all protocol observed. The National Organization of Trade Unions, NOTU, joins the rest of the world and Uganda to mark the World's Day Against Child Labor. This 12th June 2026, under the theme Accelerating Action to End Child Labor, Dignity and Full Potential of Every Child. In solidarity, we raise our collective voice and call for urgent action to eliminate, eradicate, and ensure zero tolerance against child labor in Uganda's sector, both in urban and rural, informal and formal, private and public. Uganda has ratified and domesticated several standards and instruments against child labor, such as ILO Convention number 138, Minimum Age Convention, ILO Convention number 182, Worst Forms of Child Labor Convention, UN Convention on the Rights of the Child, among others, and has implemented them through the Employment Amendment Act CAP 226, the Children Amendment Act CAP 59, and the National Child Labor Policy, which set the national minimum working age at 14 and hazardous work age at 18. Despite these instruments and laws, child labor indices remain high in Uganda. This is partly due to weak application and enforcement of these provisions of instruments. In addition, child labor in Uganda is primarily driven by extreme poverty, high cost of education, and large family sizes. Continued instances of child labor is a blatant human rights violation and a major obstacle to achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, particularly Target 8.7 of the 2030 Agenda. NOTU strongly believes that trade unions and workers have an essential role to play in the fight against child labor. This role is exercised through organizing and recruitment of workers in the informal economy, where child labor is most prevalent, and the support of the agricultural workers who are concentrated in the sector most affected by this scourge. Trade unions and workers must also actively engage in social dialogue with employers, government, and other public authorities to advocate for the adoption and implementation of robust public policies. As a national center, through collaboration with ILO and ICCEL and the CLERAR funding, we have organized and strengthened the capacity of workers at lower tiers of coffee and tea, supply chain, and other sectors to address child labor issues. We have created visibility and knowledge on child labor, focusing on the coffee and tea supply chains within selected communities through media campaigns. We have conducted community and face-to-face dialogue meetings in which members of coffee farmers and cooperative societies are engaged in issues of child labor. We have trained trainers on child labor and child labor monitoring and referral mechanism at all levels, among others. Honorable Chief Guest, however, we call on all our affiliates and partners to join efforts in scaling up awareness, raising organization and recruitment, as well as social dialogue efforts in the communities to expose hidden forms of child labor, especially domestic work, and to intensify advocacy for government and employers' accountability and action. Finally, on the occasion of this year's World Day Against Child Labor, we urge Uganda government, employers, and other public authorities to harmonize, strengthen, and enforce existing national laws prohibiting child labor in all levels and in all sectors of the economy. 2, allocate sufficient resources to labor inspection services, community development, and social justice mechanism. 3, fast-track minimum wage law and efforts to raise standard of living and implement comprehensive social protection system to vulnerable families. Similarly, we call on multinational corporations and employers, particularly those operating in mining, agriculture, textiles, and tech industries, to map and audit their supply chain and transparency, implement human rights-based due diligence mechanism, and all forms of complicity in child labor exploitation, and join hands with trade unions and workers' efforts to end child labor. The fight against child labor is the fight against human rights violation. This struggle is not only about protecting children, it is about shaping Uganda, where young people have access to education, decent work, and dignified future for the country we all cherish. I thank you, and for God and my country.
Thank you so much. Tweyanziza ino ndowooza bano omwogezi otumwongere engalo ed'omwanguka. Nze kyembwine mu kiri kirala asoose nayizeeku bali kutulaga nti babweine nga abaana abasinga bali kuweera ino mu mirimu nga bakaali mu myaka emito. So omuzaire ali eyo bali kukoba nti tutemu nkola okubona nti tukomya eikuluusanya baana mu kukola emirimu egivaamu ki empiiya. Mu kiseera n'ekirala tufunye isomero St. Jude Primary School Mbale baide wano ni poem yaibwe banange tusangaire ndowooza tukozesa ekiseera kino tukubire isomero lino mu ngalo.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Damzung Moses with a team from Bai Primary School. We are going to present one poem about child labor entitled When a Home Ceases to Be a Home. We ask you to pay attention as you listen to us. Mother, Father, hear my voice. I am a child, not a staff to be hired. You send me to the market stalls to sell tomatoes, to people's chambers to cut sugarcane, while school bells rings with dreams and inspirations. My books grow dusty in the house. My childhood is sold for coins and fun. Mother, Father, hear my voice. You say you are poor. You need my hands. But poverty should not be a shame in this home. The work you give me breaks my back and plants in me a quiet pine. I want to help, but not like this, not when my future slips away. Mother, Father, hear my voice. Love is not a field where I toil from morning till night. Teach me with wisdom, not with load. Let homework, not hard work, be my right. And one day I will lift this family high. If you first let me learn how to fly.
Ladies and gentlemen, nga mulepo omweyo nena kambaira ku experience jina bitamu nga child labor survivor. Amina gange nize ndugwa bakali. Amina gange nize ndugwa bakali. Nasomera ku Mbali Primary School, soma kya musanvu. Ine myaka 15. Natumebika ade myaka 2, mibija 4, mibija 3. Nanda ndiko tumebikado ngami kya kusatu. Ai chambira ko tumebikado. Ngwe bantu mebeta agobyo kwisomero. Nenja nekobera ku baba. Ebisere baba yafuni omukazi okubiri. Nga omwai wo mugwayi beba ku kwisomero. Baba akuvuma yakunansa yakuyombesa yabangata kuidi. Nakwa mama atibe baba ko betandidi anombesa ansindike iwe mujetu eyiye. Nsobola okufuna sente dana somesa. Mama yakwati nze kanye pakase ijote mebikado. Nakwa mama nantane bikada nzira Jambia. Ati njavira Jambia osobola okujja okufuna ebikado. Ofune school fees ana kusomesa. Mama yangula Jambia. Nalwa mukisa ngo mukega ko na abana tumebikado. Okuja boarding anti eriyo boarding yebikado ebuyikweyo. Badwa weeks 3 kute mabikado. Ambikado yo buli wamuze gwaliyo abavuma avume ekigambo kyobonanga kiwaza mu bantu ekyobonanga kisito yakyogera. Bikado eyo nezimukaza ibi abantu bendaye badwa weeks 3 kute mabikado. Anga wiki esoka wote mabikado omugega nakuwa sente noti za musawo numunali nkoye bampa sente ngana za musawo. Ayo kusituka okuncho sente biziramu ezira gona abuza ajja kuva bwantu wangoli bwawo otyo. Kati mabikado wiki eyo kubiri. Nako omugega nde sente ndakuona bama motisinga kwisimulye yadisindika. Kati mabikado wiki eyo 3 yona yakola atyo. Ayo olwatu izana ntuka waka nakwamba tese dange nakolanga diriwa. Atese ntafuna muko obuzibu ne danda bisabe ino nabanga mpole mwesizi eyo kusoma. wantu okusoma kwange kuyinza okubyakomye wano mama yakwatira yatema ebikaado tiranzize okutema ebikaado aye kati aba boarding twavuyeyo jakuzayo okola kikabiri ebikaado byaweereyo nafuna omukisa ku kyalo kyeffe baza kutemaku ebikaado nera munagema jambi yavuyaka najatema ebikaado nafunayo ku 5,000 nakolako ebitabo 2 ni pensoni peni natereka munumba obo nga ndi kusonda byena ebikusikuru requirement sajja kuliza ku isomero najja ku budi okunaaba nayagana mukwano gwange amweta abantu edi kubowa yankoba ati Bakali yayo ku isomero kale ndireyo ntya nankoba nti kale ndireyo ntya ate nakusomero nze ndifuna kumbikaado ndifuna ku akasente akale yayo ku isomero eyo club eri kulwanira eddembe ly'abaana bakyeta Children's Club era bamu kitongole kya waadi nakoba ndinda kuyida enkera yakulwa lunaku lwa idi mugana wange yeida yakwate Bakali lwatosoma nankoba nandisomye anza school requirement si edisobola okunizayo ku isomero yena yangwerako ebitabo 2 ni penso ni peni natwomo nakeera kunkyo najja ku isomero aye engwe natebengamu ebikaado ndanjiyiremu ku isomero empale empanvu natema ku butementi nti ku isomero bwana empale empanvu unipi aye ngapale eko ebituli yoko kutamba isomero lyeffe eri mu tawuni obita mu tawuni olina okutwala ebitabo oti olina okutwala ebitabo obone nga ebituli bino batayibona abantu kusekerera era nga nze maaso abuuza question anti nga ntera kutamira ku kimanto okwo abuuza question okwemerera nta ku kimanto akabina kange batabona bituli oba ntwala ebitabo naye ndi mukwano gwange nga madamu nga mukwano gwange ino madda nga mwerako ebisu by'emitamu waka ku lunch time break time awo mwerako ebisu by'emitamu waka madamu oyo yanambaku thank you madamu oyo yanambaku yangwerako ka uniform n'empale yanangaku n'ebitabo ebindi madamu oyo yakwasana okwendera ebitaago bingi sindika nkusindike mu kilabu ya waadi bakyetambala Children's Club madamu yansindika omwo sawa nofuna ebyetaago bulungi funa ebitabo seti pencils so nebaza ekitongole kya waadi ekyo ekisobola okusupportinga Mbale Primary School ni Mande Sub County. Ladies and gentlemen, with that experience I want to thank Award for supporting Mayuge District Government in the development of the Child Labour Bylaw for Emmanuel Sub County where I come from. And I want to appeal to businessmen and women to stop hiring children for work. And ladies and gentlemen, at this moment, allow me to present this copy of the Child Labour Bylaw to our guests of honor. I remain Ngugwa Bakal for God and my country. Thank you.
Yes, Bakari is presenting a copy of the child, I think it's a bylaw. I don't know from which sub-county.
Manyiro.
Okay, yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bananga Bakari atwaire yeiteeka eryakolebwa igoloza eisomero eryo mweriva era maama alirisiivinze mwebale ino mwebalire irala
mwebale. Thank you. Abaana twongere bakola ku ngalo
kubira abaana awo mu ngalo
ensonga dibaire nga beemereire bulungi ino era nkakasa nti buli mukulembeze n'omuzaire ali wano ensonga mudiwulire.
nze kyendezeemu nti abazaire balemerera otwala abaana mu boarding y'amasomero abatwala mu boarding yawa
ey'omubikaado
mukikubire mu ngalo oba
mukisiinye mukube mu ngalo buli akisiinye akube mu ngalo. Maama ndenowuliriza oba waliyo engalo ebisiimye okutwala abaana mu mubikaado mu boarding ezira bategeire maama so n'olwekyo ndowooza kuno gubaire isomo okutujjukiza obuvunaanyizibwa bwaife. Tweyanze ge. Thank you so much. At this point in time I'm going to invite our chief guest. Allow me invite another set of speakers to give us some remarks, and I'm going to request us for sure if I invite us, please let us manage the time. Please let us summarize where statistics have already been given. Please let's go to that particular point. At this point in time, allow me to invite a statement from the ISA. ISA is the Initiative for Social and Economic Rights. Representative from ISA is not here. Okay. Let us have a representative from the CSO Coalition on Ending Child Labor in Uganda. Okay. If they are not here, if they are not here,
they are coming.
Please, if you're coming to speak here, I think we need to really hurry up.
Good afternoon to you all. Allow me to stand on the protocol already observed. My name is Labila Sumaya Msoke, and I represent the Initiative for Social and Economic Rights. We've done, for the past work, we've been doing a lot of work in the Busoga sub-region, including Mayuge district, where we call upon all businesses, the government and communities to work together to ensure that we eliminate child labor. To the Initiative for Social and Economic Rights, we believe that every child has a right to grow and to thrive, and that children belong in classrooms, playgrounds, and in plantations, not on the streets vending merchandise, and not anywhere away from a healthy environment. We also align ourselves with thank you. We also align ourselves with the Marrakech framework, where we are calling upon the government of Uganda to increase its investment in education, particularly in the pre-primary education, which is the foundation for education. For anyone who has been to our booth, you've seen laying a strong foundation for pre-primary education. That is our call to both the Ministry of Gender, Ministry of Education, and Ministry of Finance. We also call upon the communities to use their resources and task their duty bearers, your representatives in Parliament, to rethink how public money is spent, to rethink how to prioritize investments and allocations of the national resources. In this, once the adults have decent work, once the adults have a strong social protection to buffer their shocks and economic pressures, children will be in school. And to the school governing and founding bodies, to also work with our communities to ensure that children stay in school at all costs. And with that, I welcome everyone here in Mayuge, our development partners, the government of Uganda, for having agreed and also collaborated with us to see that we make a print in this struggle towards elimination of child labor in Uganda. Thank you very much.
Representative from ISA, ava kitongole kyebeta ISA okusingira irala eri abazaire baife abali enyuma eyo. Aye olundi olwolimi olulikozesebwa because olw'abantu okuba ab'endawulo bali kukoba mu bigambo bitono ino nti tuli kwetaaga tukola omukago abantu ab'endawulo okubona nti tuwanirira abaana okusingira irala nga tereziza ebyeningiza byaife ng'abazaire. Ebyeningiza byaife ebitereera abaana bajja kuba sorted nga tetulina mulembe kabiri guli kujja mu kutema bikaado oba mu kupakasa nga bakaali kukola ki kwetuuka. Kitegeeza buli muntu azaane paati ye okubona nti wanirira ebyaife. Mwebale ino, mwebalire irala.
Wow, thank you so much. Our Chief Guest and Honorable Minister allow us to invite, this will be our set of speakers before I invite the Honorable Minister to give his remarks, and then he'll proceed to invite our Chief Guests. But before that, we have statements from some of our development partners that we have here today, and we'll have a statement from Country Director, International Labour Organization, and who is being represented by Miss Jackie Banya. Let us welcome her as she makes her way. ILO is one of the very key partners of government and so many civil society, as you've heard our chief guests that are saying that you are working or being supported by ILO in the fight against child labor.
Our dear chief guests, our dear brand new State Minister for Labor, Employment and Industrial Relations, permit me ride on the protocol already established by the MC. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as you have seen, this World Day Against Child Labor, I just want to note that it was established in 2002, in 12th June 2002. Historically, you can see that 24 years down the road, this day has been taken up by the government of Uganda, and it's so gratifying that the International Labour Organization in 2002 launched the first World Day Against Child Labor. And the International Labour Organization is a tripartite organization. It is government, employers and workers of today 187 member states, of which Uganda has been a member since June 1963. Our dear chief guests, I must say you are a champion on the fight against child labor. This is not the first time that I see World Day Against Child Labor being officiated by our honorable, dear honorable chief guest. I didn't want to mention all the names, but protocol already observed. This is not the first World Day Against Child Labor that you officiate. For that, I take note that you are a champion. So 24 years ago, this day was launched, and all member states of the ILO globally commemorate this day. And the history is that a group of working children from Nepal made an appeal to bring to an end their exploitation, and they made a call that this day, a day be set aside to highlight the plight of working children globally. So every member state of the ILO, by obligation, takes up this, and the government of Uganda has softened the hearts of the ILO. The ILO, the International Labour Office, is just the secretariat of the organization which I represent. So I now go straight to the statement on behalf of Ms. Caroline Kamati Mugala, the director of the ILO Office for the United Republic of Tanzania. It covers Burundi, Kenya, Rwanda, and Uganda. She sincerely expresses her gratitude to the government, in particular the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development, for organizing this important national event in Mayuge district. So permit me summarize the statement. And today we gather under the national theme, Accelerating Action to End Child Labor, Dignity and Full Potential of Every Child. This is a very powerful and timely theme. It reminds us that every child deserves dignity. Every child deserves protection. Every child deserves the opportunity to grow, to learn skills, to dream, and to achieve their full potential. No child should lose their future because of child labor. Globally, the ILO's campaign slogan for this World Day is the red card to child labor. fair play for children, and decent work for adults. The message is very simple but powerful. Child labor has no place in our homes, in our farms, in our workplaces, in our communities, in our supply chains. And fair play for children becomes possible when adults have decent work, when adults have safe working conditions, fair incomes, social protection, and can support their families with dignity. As the ILO Director General reminded us in his message for this year's World Day Against Child Labor, progress is possible, but progress is not happening fast enough. And we must accelerate action to protect children and address the root causes that place them at the risk of child labor. Ladies and gentlemen, permit me quote the global statistics estimates by ILO and UNICEF that give us both hope but also a reminder of the work still ahead to be done. In 2020, the world saw a worrying increase in child labor that reached 160 million boys and girls in child labor. But today, there is an encouraging progress globally, in that the number has reduced to 138 million as per the last reports released. And this represents a reduction of 22 million children globally compared to the 2020 statistics. Even with this progress, 138 million children are still in child labor globally, including about 54 million children in what we say hazardous work, work that threatens their health, their safety, and their future. The sub-Saharan Africa remains the region that is most affected. Earlier this year, governments, workers, employers, and partners from around the world renewed their commitment through the Marrakesh Framework for Action on Child Labor. And the message from Marrakesh is very clear. Global commitments must be translated into stronger action at national and community level. This is why we are here today to commemorate this important event. Ladies and gentlemen, globally agriculture remains the sector that is most affected by child labor, accounting for nearly 70% of all child labor cases, especially in Africa. And this is why the ILO, working closely with the government and social partners, is increasingly focusing efforts in the agricultural supply chains. However, we must be very clear that child labor is not only found in agriculture. We also see it in domestic work, in construction, in mining, in transport, in markets, in service sectors, to mention a few. Child labor everywhere must be prevented and eliminated everywhere. Child labor anywhere must be prevented and eliminated. In Uganda, the ILO is proud to work closely with the government, employers and workers, organizations, the private sector, the local governments, the cooperatives, the civil society, the communities to prevent and eliminate child labor. And through two projects, the Axel Africa project that is supported by the government of the Netherlands and the Clear Supply Chains supported by the European Union, we are supporting actions to prevent child labor in tea and coffee growing communities. I will cut short this speech, but permit me go straight to the conclusion. Because child labor is often linked to poverty and household vulnerability, when families have safer working conditions, there are stronger livelihoods, better support systems, and more opportunities for children are less likely to enter into labor. Our experience in Uganda continues to teach us that child labor cannot be solved by one action. It requires governments, employers, the workers, communities, everyone, and including the private sector, to work together. It requires strong partnerships. It requires community ownership. It requires sustained investment in children and families. As a long-standing partner of the government of Uganda in the fight against child labor, allow me to highlight just three priorities. First, we must strengthen coordination and partnerships at national and district levels. Governments, employers, workers, communities, everyone. Second, we must invest more in families through decent work, safer workplaces, social protection and skills opportunities so that children are protected from child labor. Third, we must
strengthen child labor monitoring, referral and response systems so that no child remains invisible and that every child at risk receives support. So the ILO remains fully committed to supporting the government of Uganda in this journey. Today, I invite each one of us here, the government's employers, workers, and everyone represented, and to our dear children present. Your dreams matter, your voices matter, and your future matters. We are here because of you, because we believe that every child deserves to be protected, to be supported, and to be given the opportunity to grow and to succeed. Let us all stand up together and give the red card to child labor. Let us reject child labor in our homes, in our farms, in our workplaces, in all our communities, and in all our supply chains. Let us work together to stamp out child labor and give every child a fair chance to learn skills, to grow, to dream, and to realize their full potential. Because every child deserves protection, every child deserves dignity, and every child deserves a future of hope. Allow me to conclude with these powerful words of Nelson Mandela. There can be no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way in which it treats its children. May we continue building a Uganda where every child is protected, valued, and given the opportunity to thrive. I thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you so much. That is the representative from ILO. Before I invite, allow me make a summary. Bana ebigambo bibaire biti mu bumpimpi. Omukyalo ono akola n'ekitongole eky'amawanga amagaite kyebeta ILO oba International Labour Organization. Ayegeire ku nsonga edo obungi bw'abaana obw'omu nsi yona. Yakoba nti abaire okukendeera. Aye nga bw'oli okukendeera tukali mu bukaire. Obaana bali mu kukola emimba kali mu buki mu bukaire. So tikyamaanyi ino kigeza nti ekizibu kikaaliwo. Yatukolera ng'ekitongole ky'ebidde nga bikola nga bita mu programs ed'endawulo, era yatugemera akaakaadde ako akamyufu akaliiko banti tugole ekikola kino ekyokozesa abaana abakaali okutuuka okukola emirimu egyo. Kabasigale mu isomero, ife abakulu nife tupema ebikaado, ife abakulu nife obatenda kutunda mbooli nife tukole ki tubitunde. Ndogera ebigambo bino nga ningirira maama ono entebe eri ku bamaama babiri awo, chairperson waife, vice chairperson, nyabo maama tujakweta eide yogereku eri abantu. Obwire tuzira ndikulira ya ndikusaba busabe tuzira aye ninzani asobola omama obutogeraku gitubana katumwanirize ng'ali kwidda.
Hello, omutesitesi ow'omukolo guno beyanziza. Mama waife, guest of honor, the Right Honorable Third Deputy Prime Minister and Minister without portfolio, Honorable Kia Isanga Nakadama, Mama tusangaire okubona webale kwega. Banange mundikirize zenanemerere ku protocol nga bwetambwire okuva mu ntandikwa. Basabo ne banyabo nenda okutwala omukisa guno okubaaniriza mu mayege nti mwebale kwidda ku lunaku luno, olunaku olulungi ng'oti ne luno nga tuli kujaguza olunaku lwaife olw'abaana. Basabo ne banyabo nga nkaali kubaako mukyendogera mundikirize nga nze bwe chairperson wa C5 Mayege District nemerere wano kulwa mukama wange Zija David atali kusobola kulaniife wano oba emirimu emitongole chairman abatumire era yakoba nti ku lunaku luno abazaire ab'emayuge tuyikirize twegayite tuboneke nti abaana baife tubatoola mu mbeera ey'okukola emirimu egitali gyaibwe. Mujje muteme ebikaddo byammwe musasule fees, mujje mutunde embooli musasule fees, mutunde enaana ku nguudo musasule fees, ensonga ezo mugitoolemu abaana. Era akobye nti we banaabaawo embeered panel needo ali kwida mu byalo eyo kubanga ye taawo eno kyamaani wa action ye muntu waalikolwa tali kwenda kutyama ku disitulikiti oba kuba mu maka ge mumwagaane eyo muyide mu ofiisi mumwagaanemu ate nga ni mu byalo Chairman Zita David aliwo era alina kutambulira walala n'imwe. Twegayise tonatona abazaire omuli awo tulekerawo okukozesa abaana emirimu egitali gyaibwe. Tujja kwogera bigambo bingi nnyo olw'ebiseera. Maama azikiriza nkulootere mu mayuge muno tulina igombolola eriri kutumanga abaana okujja okufumbirwa kuba batuuse mu nsonga daife diredde ekikyala wano mu mayuge. Waliwo igombolola eryo liri mu mayuge muno era kyama ne losisiri bizi yaida mu ofiisi yaife yatuloopera ensonga eyo. Maama ninza okutuusa obako yoli olida kutuyamba kutwegayiteku ife twayikiriza okukola nga tiimu okuviira irala ku bukulembeze obwa wansi paka oba owaigulu. Banange nga nkaali kumaliriza mundikirize ndete sipiika wange owa disitulikiti eno na tiimu yo. Muyide wano mubangu mwangunyeeku mukola obwangu ebiseera tuzira. Honorable Councillors, where are you?
Thank you, our chairperson. In the interest of time, we are going to depend on the protocols already laid down. Aye ffe tujja kwogera twenda kubalagabulaga nti council eringanana n'ensonga eno era tuliwo. So mutusoneye tuba tetukoze eki titwogere kubanga obwire bwakoze eki bwagiire era nga abakulembeze baimwe ku level ya district tuliwo. Tuli kugira ku mulamu oguliwo, tuli kugira ku sala esabibwa nti tulwanise etuntu zaki baana. Tienda kuwanvuya kwogera kwange kubanga tuli kwenda n'ebigambo ebibambaganya baki abakulu. Ogwaffe guli mulala gwonka gwakulabirira abaana baife. Tidi maama bankoze gondo aye empigano bakansala bano tijja kubaga mukisa kwogera nja kubandula buki bwandulenze mwene. Ono ni Honorable Nalvo wa Saida akiikirira igombolola Emmanuel era ni Deputy Speaker. Honorable Awali Waiswa akiikira abantu abali ku obulemu mu district muno. Omukulu akiikira igombolola eryejaguzi Omaire Morgan. Honorable ono akiikira Mayuge Town Council Ngobi Andrew. Honorable Mukwaya akiikira Malongo West era ono neyaira mu kifo ekyalinga mu Honorable Zija. Honorable Masete akiikirira Buganda Town Council aine Minister w'ebyensoma ebyobulamu n'abantu abageziiza mu myaka n'ebitondo obw'abantu. Ono omukyala alisaati Honorable akiikirira Bugadde n'Ekityerera. Ayenda mu nkoye nti wanuupa ize tiikobe. Honorable Masiga Kuzaima akiikirira Bonda Town Council. Ono Hajati akiikirira Bukatube nina Maganda Fatuma. Ono mama wange Buganda Town Council, Bonda Town Council, Nabongo Catherine. Mayuge Town Council, Ntega na Catherine, omukyalo ono yakiikirira Ngagga Michael akiikirira Buwonza Malongo East. So bana council yona ekoze eki ejo olwokulaga ensonga eno ntunkulimi nze nize Wandera Nelson olw'ekisa kya Katonda nkiikira igomba lya Buwaaya era nize district speaker wa Mayuge. Mwebale kubaawo.
Saba waekitiibwa na tiimu yo mwike. Amina. Mwireyo. Banange awonzira kyenongeraku wabula nenda bwakubatuusa okwongera okubatuusaako obubaka nti chairman LC5 Mayuge District Local Government Zija David tali wano nife ali ku mirimu emitongole aye ntebe tetambula waki yalonda vice wansonga eno nti wabaazirawo zembaawo. Mwebale kwidda mwebale ino mwebalire irala nsigala Nyango Dorothy Mukisa kansala omukiisa wa Baitambogo Sub County ate nga ninze vice chairperson Mayuge District.
Kale toyanziza ndowooza ntwali kubiire maama waife nga leero omwanguka. Abaana abawala muli kubona abakulembeze be tulinawo bakyala baki beereere. So mujje muteme ebikaado mwena mwedda kunkobera. Mu kiseera n'ekirala olwakaire tidda kusibamu wabula nja kweta bwana RDC wa Mayuge District Local Government Baba oidde otuuse okwogerako.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony. Our chief guest, the third deputy prime minister and the minister without portfolio, stroke Mayuge mother, and state minister of gender, all leaders, protocol observed. I'm Bazanya by names. I'm the assistant RDC Mayuge. Internally, I'm the in-charge Winya South. Me with my colleague, we are here to represent the office on behalf of our senior in the name of Walugembe Ramadan. Today, on World Day Against Child Labor, we are called to look at a harsh reality that exists in the rights of our communities. Millions of younger children, abaana bangi abali kudivertingibwa okuva ku kye baalikoze okuyira mu mirimu gye betategesa kukola era baatuuka n'okuba abakozi ab'amaka nga ne source of income, ekintu kye tulowooza nti kyalibaire kirungi. Honorable Minister, kino kyenene ekiri kuvangako okuba ne ba ghettos as many as they are. But before I go far, I want to introduce my colleague to you, Ms. Magez Razal, the Assistant RDC in charge, Bunya East. Allow me to give him this microphone so that he can also introduce himself to you.
First and foremost, I'm really very grateful, Honorable Minister, State Minister, as far as Office for President in Mayuge is concerned. Allow me, whoever is here, to know the person talking
and who is me. I'm Magezi Lazar, the Assistant RDC Mayuge. Mama Minister, Katonda mulungi, olwaleero bukya ova mu kusindikagana kulekona kwona ni muzeeyi okuboneka nti tibanooniiza mugeni wundi kuba ku mukolo guno. Aye maama, ekitongole kino ministry eno yalonze omuntu omutuufu kubanga you were bona fide of this district. You are a mother in this district. Mama mpulira ensa ng'omukiise wa president okuboneka nti tonight you are with us. Nobody else. As far as you are here, we know the message to His Excellency. Edda kutuukayo oba mu Lusoga oba mu lulimi ki ku lw'obulungi bw'abaana Mayuge. My colleague is here fully to make sure that the message for our boss, the RDC, is at par on behalf of our office. But I feel very grateful. Our members, our parents who have decided today to attend this occasion, please, let's agree the message has been colorful, has been cream for the good of the masses in this district. Ndakusaba Master of Ceremony, nga overseer in the district, ntikirizanga abantu bano abatukolera emirimu ku lw'abantu bano nti banga boogeire kuba osoose waabalyaka wabanga tuvuunwire bantu balina bafuna message bulungi. Ayi kiyambye wamala wakola ekyo kubanga mperaano maama minisita ebintu bino tibiyakayaali abayidye n'abali kwenda bategeere lwaki kiki ekirikolwa for the good of this government. Maama, ku lw'obulungi bwa His Excellency the President, nze ndi bulungi tuli mu district muno era iwe bayooba ngoidi nti tulina okuyigala ekisenge ekikugemaku kubanga mperaano iwe itaala lyaife nga Mayuge ku lw'obulungi bwabo abana Mayuge kubanga you are the third Deputy Prime Minister, ekitegeeza niwe kayendeko wa President ku byetaago byaife ng'abaana Mayuge. Katonda abankuumire, mwebale kwida Magezi Lazar ku lw'obulungi bw'ofisi ya President nga Assistant RDC.
Webale college mu ngeri n'endala eyo maama mbale ndikobera nti n'ensonga yetuli kuba n'olwaleero n'eri ku resawutinga mu ghetto. Abaana bemubona mu ghetto batandika bati batuuka mu ghetto. So enyuma eyo tubaire tukusaba President nti eigwanga lino Busoga eno yatondebwa ku Labour Force olw'amakolero amangi ge twalina. Amakolero nga gakali analog gakozesanga abakozi bangi, but today is not the case. Abakolanga abaana 10 bakola abantu 8. Abantu baife bava ku mirimu balabana kusobola kusupportinga families zaibwe. So kulwa gondi kulwa ghetto twali tulowooza nti maama waife at least batuwe one regional skilling center stock rehab mu kifo eky'abaana bano okuba center aba ghetto kubanga basikiriza niba n'abandi okuba nga bajja ku street. So tulowooza it is better if you can accommodate them there. So message yetu kusaba ogituusa President singa kisoboka. Mwami wa Lugembe ayinza okuba wano aye alinimwe mu myoyo. Haza, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Tweyanziza bwana RDC olwakaire tubaye tuli awo twafuna omu kwiffe bene Honorable wa Bunya South, Honorable Mpata tusangaire baba. Twafuna chairperson LC3 owekitierera atuuse, chairperson LC3 Busakira n'abageni ab'endawulo. Ng'abaana beteekateekanga abaana aba Peterson Primary School ekigandaalo tulikola kasavu kanyama abaviire ku bava Imaniro. So Peterson erina kyetuleetera ekiyaka aye twidde abasaba twongere okufunza kukaire dakika edibaire ina aye lutidiri kufuuka 2. So bwana Speaker ow'olukiiko oluli kutyamwa tukusaba essaawa ogiringengako.
Hey, good afternoon. This is Peterson Memorial Primary School presenting a talk show. My name is Namukubesara, the moderator. This is 88.3 Peterson FM. That's the point. I am here with a group of 20 honorables. May I know the group, the chairperson of this group? Chairperson of this group, you introduce yourself and tell us the reason why you are here today with me.
Thank you very much, Madam Moderator. My name is Otimi Trevor, the chairperson of Peterson Memorial Primary School Children's Parliament. We are here to present a talk show. Our theme tonight is Red Card on Child Labor, Fair Play for Children and Decent Work for Adults. Madam Moderator, child labor has affected many challenges to us children. Allow these honorable members to talk about child labor. Honorable members, thank you very much, Madam Moderator.
Thank you very much, Honorable Otimi, for that good information. I think our good parents you have had Honorable Otimi's point. Honorable Otimi atukobeire omulamu gwona kulalero era atukobye nti red card to child labor, decent work for adults, and fair play for children. Honorable Otimi agire maiso yatukobera nti omwana n'omuntu ali wansi w'emyaka 18 ate child labor n'egyo emirimu egiweebwa omwana nga gikosa obulamu bwe walala n'ensoma ye. So nga Honorable Otimi watukobye nti twikirize ba honorables be bano balise nabo bashogereku. Let us begin with the Honorable Doris abekunisha tukoba ku nsonga eyo. Thank you, Madam Moderator, for the opportunity given to me. I'm Ashem Doros from Peterson Memorial Primary School. Back to the theme, which says that red card to child labor. Really, it should be a red card. Madam Moderator, some parents neglected their children. Ekirikuleteranga abaana okutunda ebintu mu trading centers ne mukaseerako okusoma. Madam Moderator, selling things like pancake is not bad, but at what time? Wesanga ng'omwana ali kutunda ebintu ne mukaseerako okusoma. No use bedanalyo mu kibiina. Thank you, Honorable Doris, for that information. Honorable, are you trying to tell me that abaana beigana ebyokutunda mu bibiina? Why do they do so, and where are their parents? Thank you, Madam Moderator. Some children beigana ebyokutunda mu kibiina batunde tomana bafune kasente bagula ebyetaago by'eisomero. Madam Moderator, abazeeye b'abaana abo baliyo aye basuulirira abaana beibwe. Kale kyensaba abazeere mwana muli wano mungane mbasabe mulekere okutusuulirira mukola obuvunaanyizibwa bwammwe. Thank you very much, Madam Moderator. Thank you, Honorable Doris, for that good information. I think our good parents have had that good information from Honorable Doris. Honorable Doris abe yaligezaako okukobera abazaire baife abali wano n'abantu mwena mwena omulituulira kuli eyo nti abazaire muli kuwanga abaana ebyokutunda mu kaseera akatali katuufu. Ekyo ekiri kuleeteranga abaana okufuna ebizibu ng'okuwa omwana ebyokutunda okujja nayo mu kibiina abataaseeyo ng'omusomesa alisomesa n'okuwa omwana ebyokutunda mu kaseera ak'obwire asobola okufunayo olubuto. So thank you, Honorable Doris, for that good information. Nga tuviireyo Honorable Doris leka tuviireyo ku ye Honorable Shafik ndi mubona nga nengeza osaalina kyali kwenda okunkuba. Thank you, Madam Moderator, for the opportunity given me.
by the names Amwaz Getafik. Laziness of some parents has led children to try fishing, which is child labor case. Parents do not want to work and remember. If I'm on my uge, tulinenda andalaika bukoba kumwalo, so abazaire baife. Bajja batuma abaana baibwe okujja okuvuba ebyenanda. Aye nga bo batyaime baliza abaana baleeta ebyenanda batunde bafune esente. Is it Honorable Shafik? Honorable Shafik, according to that point, iwe magazi shigowa abazaire bana abalituuliriza. Kyensaba abazaire baife balekera okutuma abaana banaife okujja okuvuba ebyenanda. Let it be a red card to fishing. Thank you, Madam Moderator. Thank you, Honorable Shafik, for that good information. I think our good points are Honorable Shafik's points. Abairali tukoba ntiara zaire ino muri kumpina emyalo. Mulikutumanga abana baine okujja okuvuba engege okuleta mufune sente. So thank you, Honorable Shafik, for that good information. Having heard from Honorable Shafik, let us hear from Honorable Westayena Abekumisha tukoba kunsonga eyo.
Thank you, Madam Presenter, for the opportunity given to me. I'm Chomuhendo Lester from Peterson Memorial Primary School. Back to the theme, which says, red card to child labor. Really, it should be a red card. Madam Moderator, some parents give their children heavy work like brick making, but this work is not supposed to be done by children. Honorable, you have said that this work is not supposed to be done by children. Now, which work can be done by these children to help their parents in brick making? Thank you, Madam Presenter. Omwana asobola okuyambako okuleeta amaadi n'okusala eisanda. Ayo gwe mulimu gw'okuba amataffaali mu kakali ku mwana. Kubanga okubeeda akatiba is a heavy thing to the child, which may lead to disability. So nsaba bazaire baife okutuwa emirimu ejja mu myaka gyaife. Thank you, Madam Presenter. Thank you, Honorable, for that information. And because of that, let us give to our chairperson asibula abantu atukolere ku nation shayongera kusonga eyo.
Thank you very much, Madam Moderator. Thank you, honorable members, for the good discussion. Parents, I think muli abana bakobye. Mwe mirimo ng'okutema ebikaado, okuvuba, okukuba amatoffaali n'okwokya amanda. Edindi bakosa kale mirungi erimu abantu abakulu. Aife abaana abato mutuwenga ku ebiti bate mutubalirenga ku n'obulamu bweffe. Lwakuba okujja kuvuba osobola ogwa mu maadi ate ofaufe. Kati ensaba abakulembeze government and non-government organization bahonorables beyogeire musobole okuba nga mubita mu nkola. Wala awone yanze teacher waife Mr. Masika Enoka n'abasomesa baife bonabona. N'abakulembeze aba government and non-government organization okusingira ddala Lego officer kweyanza ino omulimu gw'okola gw'amaanyi ino. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Tim, for that good information. Because of time, tutulija kwogera fena twandiwayenza okwogera fena ni bano ba honorables baife bonabona aye.
Olwakaire abaana balinde ku banaibwe bamaliriza ensonga eno. Abaana bano honorable our dear chief guest, abaana bano bali presenting a petition yebeje okubanga basoma wano era petition eyo baida kubanga bagikuleetera awotyaime ojengo okugema akadokooli kano nga owulira ebiduubo abaana bano be bali kusaba iwe n'abakulembeze abandi abali wano okubanga mujja kutakwesira.